Good morning, and you are welcome to Magdam Park, where we'll be bringing you the FA Cup, the FA Women Cup round of 32, and it's the very last match of the 32 round. It's between Faith Ladies and Army Ladies here at the Magdam Park. Akosia, let's go through this. My name is Nafisa, and I'm here with Akosia. Sorry, but during the round of 64. Faith Ladies beat Ningo 5-1 at the Karindorf Park. And then Army Ladies also beat Rock Ladies 4-1 also at the Elwak Sports Stadium. Here is the two of them. This is a knockout stages. It's not a league match. They haven't met before, apart from the league matches that they have met. And Army Ladies took the lead by 2-1 with Faith Ladies. Here they are again in the knockout stages, round of 32. How is it going to be like?
I mean, it's going to be a very difficult match for the two sides because let's face it, during their last games, they both had to win against some service team. You remember Faith Ladies at the Karindorf Park and Army Ladies at the Elwak Park. That was the last time that they both had matches to play, even though that was in the Premier League. But this time around, they having the opportunity to win against sides that they used to play with. Yeah. But now they are very, very competitive, as they know that they are now with the big guns. They are now playing in the Premier League, and so coming against these sides, it was going to be a bit easier for them. Now the two teams have the opportunity to meet again. You look into the league, and well, Faith Ladies are doing quite well as compared to Army Ladies. However, it was the other way around when they met in the league. But this time it's the FA Cup, is a knockout stage. We know that Regina Asante is getting ready for her side, making sure that at least they stay in the FA Cup, go further in the competition. But we also know what Army Ladies bring on board when they have Zaina to any day being her best. And we also know that they have a very good goalkeeper in Evelyn. And so it's going to be a very, very difficult game for the two sides. But one thing we do know is that when it comes to the FA Cup, just like it happens in the men's game, I mean, so anything could really happen for any of the teams. But I feel in today's game, it's going to be won by the coaches, not the players, because I know Army Ladies have a good number of players. Faith Ladies do have a good number of players as well. But when Coach Reginald is giving all his instructions to the ladies, telling them go forward, press them, and they are doing that, they are sure to always make sure they give them the goals that they want. But then Army Ladies also have a bit of some experienced players in their lineup, because they have the opportunity to be recruiting them. And so they do have some experienced players, and so any other day they bring that experience to bear, coupled with the youth side that they have, and they can also create magic.
Talking about the goalkeeping side with Evelyn, with Police Ladies and Faith Ladies, Bansa Annabelle also had a very good day in which her reflexes were very good, and she was the one who even saved the Faith Ladies from Police Ladies on several occasions. Coming into this, we've seen Comfort Yami, we've seen most of the phases, even though it's their debutants, they are proving to be the tough in the league. They are here to stay in the league. Meeting Army Ladies, we saw Army Ladies with Immigration Ladies. It was fairly balanced game at the end of 90 minutes. But looking at Faith Ladies, they proved to be that they were worth it, and then at the day they came in stronger and then even beat Police Ladies 2-0. Looking at their FA Cup round of 64, both of them had a convincing win, 5-0 and then 4-1. You can see they score a lot in this one. Coming together, they have met in the previous league, which was in the Women's Premier League, in which it was 2-1 in favor of Army Ladies. This time, is it going to be a revenge? Once it's a kickoff. Knockout stage.
Nafisa, the funny thing is, you see, Faith Ladies, a lot of the time, they get to the game, they chase the game quickly. But for Army Ladies, they stay back, wait until things get a bit difficult for them. Then you see them running.
Is it because they are young? The energy is there?
So maybe because they are young and the energy is there, and sometimes you want to have your back against the wall before you come into the game. And so if Faith Ladies are not are going to play the same way we've known them to play, once they start the game, they set the ball rolling, they are going in, all guns blazing. However, with Army ladies, they always have to have their back to the ground before we see the beautiful game.
Let's go have a look at the
play.
dressing room as they come up. How they'll be dressed onto the pitch this morning, not afternoon. I'm always confused between let's go to the dressing room and see how they will be dressed up onto the pitch. This is Faith ladies. They are playing home to Army ladies, and then you can see the goalkeeper I was talking about, Annabelle Jesse, very nicely. You can see these ladies, don't take them they will take you by surprise. Looking at the structure and the physique of their body, they are very smallish, and when they are running at you, when they are putting the ball, when they are pressing you, you can feel that there's faith in them. As I would say, they are faith ladies. You can see the faith they have when they are on the pitch. It's a different character altogether.
Yeah, very different characters for all the teams, and I'm very excited that we have these two sides that have been newly promoted into the women's game, and they are both giving us a run for our monies. And so,
and that's immigration ladies. While they'll be dressed up onto the pitch, discipline. Always when you see armies, I always talk about discipline, and then the dress is always neatness. If you are not neat and then you are not disciplined, you can't be in the services. As you can say, military, as we all say, Mary Mama, and then the ladies. When I see them dressed in their uniform, I feel like being one of them, you know, but not on the field of play. That's nice. You can see neatly assembled there, and then this is how the two teams will be dressed up onto the pitch this morning to battle it out at the Women's FA Cup round of 32. This is the very last match we are playing, round of 32, and then whoever win here will progress into the round of 16. This is the debutant for Faith ladies. This has been the first time. How do they go? But let's go for the warm-up and see how they warm up into this morning's match. I could say you wanted to talk. You can see them. These Faith ladies. Yeah,
I mean, we've seen these sides recently. Just recently, we just saw the two sides play. That was just last week, and so I know that they do have. All the teams have the match fitness. That's why I always go back to say that it will be a match that will be won on the sidelines. But which coach will be able to build the team mentally?
This is a different pitch for both of them. Yes. Because this was at the Carindorf Park. They
both played on natural turfs, but this time they are also going to be playing on an AstroTurf. And so advantage to none of them at this particular point, because this is new to all of them. But we do know one thing, that the two coaches are very excited about today's game, and they all want to be able to move to the next stage of the competition.
So we'll be talking to Faith Ladies coach Regina Asante here at the AstroTurf. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
You are coming into this fixture winning your last match. That's round of 64 5-0. It was a massive one against Ningo Prampram. How are you approaching this game this morning?
Yeah, that was a division game. That was a division versus Premier. We also graduated from the division. The Army 2 team, the same. So I think the last time we met, we were defeated by a goal to 0 at Elwak. But this time we are coming in strongly. It's an FA Cup. It's a knockout. Yeah. This is not accumulating points. It's just a knockout. So I think we've prepared well, but I'm believing that victory comes from God. So I think, and victory definitely come on our side.
Are all your guests fit for this match?
Everybody is fit. It's just the one player is missing who is on a national duty.
National assignment.
Yeah, Mifia. Okay. So we are really ready for this game.
Okay, all the best, and then
thank you.
We'll see you at the end of 90 minutes.
All right, thank you.
All right, I've been talking to Regina Asante of Faith Ladies. That's the coach for Faith Ladies. I'm now here with the coach of Army Ladies. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Yeah, this is a round of 32. You qualified into this round of 32, winning against Rock Ladies 4-1. That was the final score line. Now, as another, you have to progress into the round of 16. How prepared are you with your girls?
I think over the past few weeks, we've understood how the other clubs qualified to this very round. Most especially Fit Ladies, 3 weeks ago, we had an encounter with them. We really trust that they have a very good team, and tactically they are well composed and they are good. So we've prepared a set of players or our ladies very well towards this game. This is a game that we will love to display the best football for Mother Ghana, and to make sure we show what we got to do as Army Ladies.
Is any of your ladies at national assignment?
Currently, no.
Okay, so you have got all your girls poised for this match this morning.
We have a few with injuries, but that isn't a challenge for us.
Okay, how are you approaching this match, knowing that it's a knockout stage? This is not a Premier League that you are accumulating points. It's one of its kinds, and then that's all.
In football, the FA Cup or the League Cup always becomes one of the famous cups that you can talk about, and I think everyone loves to always get to the very ultimate part of it or to the apex of it. There's nothing else than to expect the best of display and the best of results from Army ladies today. We are going to remain Army in this very competition.
All right, thank you, sir. And then we'll see you at the end of 90 minutes. I've been talking to the coach of Army ladies, and then he's poised. All the girls are there, just that he's got a few injuries, but that's not going to stop him from winning this match. Everybody wants to progress into the round of 16, and then this is how we are about to begin the match, and I'm handing over to commentary. I'm handing over to Esther Bankwa and then Nabadina in commentary position. See you after the first 45 minutes. Bye.
Can you hear? It's round of 32 of the Women's FA Cup, a fixture here at McDonald Town Park in Accra between two debutants in the Women's Premier League. It's Faith Ladies who are facing Army Ladies today. Hello, good morning from me, Esther Abankwa and Na Bedina. Faith Ladies have qualified to this stage, having been able to beat Nigot Ladies by 5-0, whereas Army Ladies, on the other hand, walloped Rock Ladies by 4-1. Taking a look at the respective starting lineup for Faith Ladies today, they have the likes of Bansa Annabelle, who will be in goal post for them, Lillian Goli, who would captain the side today, Doreen Graham, as well as Abigail Awusiwa, Gifty, Dramena Akumabia, Efia Boedu Chumwa, Jennifer Kunedu Iadom, Beauty, Abena Julius, Alice London, Esther Yadom, as well as Matilda Bless Fodu, and coach of Faith Ladies is opting for the 4-3-3 formation. Of course, the attacking one that they'll be looking forward to today, ensure that they manage to beat the likes of Army Ladies in this particular encounter. Juliet Dufie, on the other hand, would also be on the bench for Faith Ladies. With a starting lineup of Army Ladies, they have the likes of Mary Sosu, who will be in goal post today for them, Patience Ake Ajete, who would captain the side, Adama Al-Hassan, Sarah Kulible, Nancy Opoku, Zinatu Al-Hassan, Cynthia Okai, Angelique Sambik, Latifa Mohammed, Naima Nabikan, as well as Grace Afari. These are the starting lineup for Army Ladies, and they would be ensuring that today they man up the post and then ensure that they get the maximum goals that will qualify them to the next round of the competition. But how feasible and possible is it going to be for these two sides now?
Well, I think two debutants playing for the first time in the Women FA Cup. We are going to witness a very good game, very youthful side, both teams. And so I'm expecting that they sell a very good game to us. Both coaches, very experienced when it comes to Norbert with Army Ladies. He's been with Immigration Ladies before moving to Army Ladies. Then again, you have a coach who is standing in for Madam Edna Kwegri in the person of Regina Asante, former player of Liberty Professionals, and then former coach of Liberty Professionals. So I think today we are going to witness some good tactics and formation on the field of play, only if the ladies are going to listen to their coaches, and then we are good to go.
Today, with regards to the match officials for the day, we have the likes of Adokwe Rejoice, who would be the center referee, a Class 1 referee who hails from Tema, and she's self-employed. She will be assisted by Todd Beatrice, a first, who will be the assist one, also a Class 1 referee who is from Ho, a teacher by profession, as well as Bridget Ashufi, who is also a Class 1 referee from Ho and then a teacher by profession. And the fourth official for today is in the person of Sarah Ajete, who is also a Class 3 referee from Lashibi in the Greater Accra region, and then is also a student by profession. The two sides lining up on the page of play, going through the normal routine as they are so much poised this blessed morning to ensure that they give us a very good football with quite an intense tempo, with, of course, game that would leave everyone in a state of beauty and would like to behold much of it.
Esther, I like the way the girls are poised for this particular match. You can see that you don't have the Black Queens standard players there, but you have the U17, the U20 players that have just come out from the lower division then to the Premier League. I'm very positive that this game is going to be one that will leave memories in the minds of the fans here at the Macdan Town Park.
A confirmation of the officials for today who are here in their numbers, as well as quite a few number of fans who have teamed up here at the Macdan Town Park in order to ensure that they also cheer their respective sides to victory today in today's FA Cup. Of course, it's a knockout competition, round of 32, with Faith Ladies having progressed to the round of 32 after they managed to wallop the likes of Ningo Ladies by 5-0. Army Ladies, on the other hand, also annihilated Rock Ladies by 4-1. It tells you how far these two teams involved are very prolific. They are very clinical up front, and we'll be looking forward to this day. Give us quite a lot of goals in this encounter.
That's the last time we saw Army Ladies played, or Faith Ladies, they played in a pitch that is not too favorable. Today, they are on an AstroTurf. Let's see what the girls has and how they are going to bring their talent out. Having players like Zinatu Alhassan and then Ache Ajete and Co in the Army team. And then you are talking about Bless Fodu from Faith Ladies, the goalies and all that. I believe that definitely this match is going to be one that we all need to look out for.
So in your shots is Regina Asante, the assistant coach of Faith Ladies, who is stepping in today for their main coach in the person of Edna Kwagri, who is absent. And Regina Asante will be looking forward to today lead and then marshal this youthful side of Faith Ladies in order for them to amass that victory and then progress to the next round of the competition. In case you just joined us, you are watching a live coverage of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. It's Faith Ladies who are clashing it off today with Army Ladies. These two sides are, of course, debutants in the Women's Premier League. In your shot is the coach, of course, of Army Ladies in the person of Nobet, who is indeed also leading the side of Army Ladies, who are quite poised and indeed are ready in order to ensure that today they also give out their maximum best, knowing perfectly well that they are meeting their equally or perhaps even side who are also debutants in the Women's Premier League.
Yeah, Esther, I think they've played in the lower division before, but it wasn't something too serious. Now you are in the National League, and then you are playing in the FA Cup as well. Let's see what you can exhibit here. Because this is a tournament that if you don't win, you might go out of the competition. So you have to do whatever it takes and make sure that you progress to the next stage of the competition.
Referee Rejoice has blown her whistle to get affairs underway here at La Macdan Park, with Faith Ladies trying to make the earlier incursion, stringing passes together. They are quite a very attacking side with an opportunity for them here. But goalkeeper of Army Ladies, Mary Sosu, makes that double save in order to keep her side in the game.
Esther, this was an opportunity, very, very a good opportunity for Faith Ladies to go ahead. But then again, you have to give some credit to the goalkeeper. She did so well.
It's less than a minute here at the La Macdan Park, and it was almost Faith Ladies who were trying in order to register the first goal of the day with, of course, their side being poised, and goalkeeper Mary Sosu had to make that double save in order to keep Faith Ladies at arm's length. Round 32 of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV, a knockout competition that definitely has to produce a winner at the end of the day. Knowing the stakes being higher and knowing what is indeed at stake, these two sides are not ready to take any chances at all. Faith Ladies in all yellow with touch of black in it, as well as Army Ladies as well in all white with touch of green in it. An advantage for Faith Ladies quickly effected, back to Faith Ladies who have strung passes together. It's in the penalty area of Army Ladies, but Mary Sosu grabs it for Army Ladies. It has been effected. An opportunity here for Army ladies. Will they be able to get the first goal of the day, Army ladies? Still in the penalty area of Faith ladies. That's been cleared, which is half cleared. Still with Army ladies possessing the ball. But it's a good save there from Annabelle Bansa of Faith ladies.
Yeah, sure. You saw her in the league, and some saves she made against police ladies when they met them in the league. And so I am not sure such balls will score a goalkeeper like her. She's very young but very experienced.
Army ladies, and it will be an advantage for Faith ladies. Quickly effected. Gifty Dramina for Faith ladies as she tries to twist and turn, but she has been brought down. It goes out of play. Knockout stage of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. A clash between Faith ladies as well as Army ladies, two debutants in the Women's Premier League, who have so far given a good account of themselves so far as the Women's League is concerned. An opportunity here, but has been cleared to safety, and as such, it's a corner kick for Army ladies.
Yeah, that was some huge clearance from goalie. This player, when it comes to defense, she's so good. She's been in the Women's Premier League for about three seasons. She's been with, and then Halifax before they became Berry ladies. And so when it comes to experience, she has experience in the league. I'm not surprised she's the captain of the side.
An opportunity for Army ladies, but Annabelle Bansa grabs it for them, and it was that particular effort there from Patience Ake Ajete of Army ladies. Army ladies, Nancy Opoku, and it's an advantage for Army ladies. And it is Jennifer Kankam who has to clear it up to safety for Faith ladies, knowing the kind of threat that Army ladies can pose whenever they are given the opportunity and that space. Army ladies, they have been dispossessed. Calmly collected there by Sarah. Faith ladies in possession as Lillian Goli delivers, was looking for the run of Jennifer Kankam, and it's an advantage for Faith ladies. In case you just tuned in, you are watching the live coverage of the Women's FA Cup round of 32. A clash between Faith ladies as well as Army ladies here at the Magdat Park. It's a knockout competition that needs to produce a winner at the end of 90 minutes. An opportunity for Nabi Khan, but she couldn't control the ball as Annabelle Bansak grabs it for Faith ladies. 6 minutes of action and it still remains goalless.
Yeah, sure, but so far so good. You see that the players are trying to show what the coaches have taught them and all that. You are seeing the kind of formation each of them, each team is playing, and then you are seeing the tactics as well. I believe that very soon we might witness a goal, because Faith ladies have shown that when it comes to goal scoring, they have the ladies to do that for them.
Lillian Goli clears it off, finds the run of Abigail. Nabi Khan dispossessed. It's back to Matilda. And Mary Sosu once again had to come to the rescue of her side.
Well, I think that was a beautiful pass from the midfield to the striker. The goalkeeper did so well to come and cover. Other than that, the Army ladies will be down by a goal. And then I'm so surprised that the defenders actually left the striker to move with the ball. When you have such players who are so very pacey with the ball, you don't leave them out like that. And I think kudos to the goalkeeper for coming out to clear that ball.
Women's FA Cup round of 32. The inaugural edition took place way back in 2016, and we had Police Ladies to be the inaugural winners of the Women's FA Cup. In 2017, Prisons Ladies managed to win it after beating Police Ladies, who made the second consecutive final and lost to Prison Ladies by a lone goal. In 2018, the Women's FA Cup was abandoned due to GFA dissolution. In 2019, it wasn't played. In 2020, it was once again abandoned due to COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. And then in 2021, we had a full season where Hazake's Ladies managed to beat Ampem Dakwa by 2-0 in order to win the title. For 2021-2022, who would be crowned the winners of the Women's FA Cup? Yesterday, Police Ladies managed to beat Berry Ladies by 2-1 in order to progress to the next round of the competition. And today we are having Faith Ladies battling it out with Army Ladies, another for one of them to secure qualification to the next round of the competition.
Esther, I'm very positive that this game will not even go to extra time for us to have penalty shootouts yet, because you should clearly see that Faith Ladies are doing everything possible just to get a goal here. And Army Ladies, when they get the ball, with the experience of Ache Ajete and co, and then Nabikan and co up front for them, you also see that when they get the chance, they want to do something. But then they've not gotten that clear-cut chances. But I'm very sure before we go to the first half of the competition of the match, we'll be witnessing some goals.
It's a head collision, and as such, referee Rejoice had to indeed blow her whistle for these two players who have collided to be attended to. Taking a look at the formation of the two teams involved, Faith Ladies, their coach, Reginald Asante, went for the 4-3-3 formation, of course an attacking formation. So did his counterparts. Norbert of Army Ladies also go for the 4-3-3 formation. It tells you how these two sides are quite good when it comes to goal scoring. Each of them were involved in a 5-goal trailer in their previous games prior to this particular round. We'll be looking forward to also ensure that they put the ball out the back of the net for us to have as many as possible number of goals that we can have. This was the earlier opportunity that Faith Ladies had, but Mary Sosu, their goalkeeper, had to make that double save in order to keep them at bay.
Yeah, like I said, the goalkeeper really did well to deny the striker from scoring. And so I keep saying that players like the defenders have to be very careful when you have strikers like Gifty Dramina and co, and who are so very pacey on the ball. You need to watch them out so that you will not be found wanting at the back.
We are yet to see the sensational side of Army Lady, their tireless woman, and the person of Zinatu Al-Hassan, who was very, very good on the day when they met in the Women's Premier League. Gifty Dramana for Faith Ladies delivers it to her teammate, but who couldn't control it, and it had to be, of course, possessed by Sarah. A tangle for the ball back to Faith Ladies. Nabikan, Faith Ladies. Adama Al-Hassan gives a very good delivery to Nabikan, but Nabikan could not control it, and she ended up knocking down Lillian, and as such, it's an infringement for Faith Ladies. 11 minutes of action here, round of 32 of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. And it's still goalless between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies. Adama Al-Hassan. Back once again, Faith Ladies. But she couldn't keep it and control it well, and as such, it goes out of play. It's a throw for Army Ladies. Army Ladies. Grace. And it's an infringement there for Army Ladies. 12 minutes of action is still 0-0.
Esther, so far so good. Let me see that I've seen what the two teams are trying to do, what the two coaches are trying to do. When you have players like Zinatu Al-Hassan and then Patience Ajete in the midfield, definitely you know play more than them. And so the Faith Ladies players, the coaches have instructed them to play the ball through the wings because they have the pacey players in the likes of Gifty Dramina and then Jennifer Kankam Yeboah, so that because they are in midfield, they cannot overpower the likes of Zinatu Al-Hassan and then Patience Ache. So they are playing the ball through the wings in order to find the spaces and then score from there.
Finding for pockets of spaces for it to be the weakness of the other side is what these two teams are doing here. But in terms of getting of those clear-cut chances, that is what none of these sides have managed to do so far. An opportunity here, but Gifty couldn't control the ball. She has been dispossessed. Army Ladies back to Grace Afari. Minutes of action, and it's still 0-0. Which side will break the deadlock? And which of these sides would progress to the next round of the competition? Army Ladies Latifa. She has been dispossessed quite good by Beauty Abena. Still Faith Ladies in possession of the ball. Abigail. Back to Doreen. Faith Ladies still in possession. Abigail. But her final delivery was quite a fragile one, and as such it's a feeble and of course an easy catch for Mary Sosu. Annabelle Bansa, the goalkeeper of Faith Ladies, is quite a very good goalkeeper who does very well in goal post for them, having been there for them in most of their Women's Premier League matches and having kept quite a number of clean sheets. She's here today once again at the McDan Park to ensure that she keeps a clean sheet for her side.
Esther, like I said, both coaches have seen the weaknesses of each team, so they are trying to do whatever it takes to make sure that they find the spaces and then to score. Then you see that a player like Adama, I keep saying that this player is a utility player. She can play as a striker and then as a central defender. For now, I think the system they are playing at the back has changed, and she has now moved to the left side of the defense for Army Ladies. It means that the wingers of Faith Ladies are doing so well, trying to make sure that they run with them. When they get the ball, they hit it to that particular place, just for them to move from that angle and then go and score.
It was Matilda Bledfodu who was trying so much more in order to get the better side of Nabikan, who didn't allow that, and as such it's an advantage for Faith Ladies. Nabikan here in possession. Back to Faith Ladies. Abigail. And it's once again a throw for Army Ladies. Regina Asante, the coach of Faith Ladies, in your shot, who is trying so much well to ensure that his sides implement and execute the tactics that they have been taught. Patience Ache Ajete with that tackle. Quite a bad one on Doreen Graham.
Yeah, Esther, the referee was just right there, and so she has called for that infringement. But I think that sometimes they need to caution the players. Yesterday we saw that the center referee between police and then Berry Ladies had some calls wrong, and we have seen one here today. I think they need to stand firm. This is the women's league, but we want to see the standard. If you are calling for the standard of pitches and play, then the referees must also up their game. This is definitely one that she needs to caution Ache Ajete.
Gifty Dramana has been dispossessed, and it is still the technical team of Faith Ladies who are protesting here with that earlier clumsy tackle on Doreen by Patience Ache Ajete of Army Ladies. They expected so much more from the center referee Rejoice, at least to have branded or perhaps brandished her yellow card to Na Ache. An advantage for Faith Ladies. 70 minutes of action, knockout stage of the Women's FA Cup competition. It's live on Max TV. It's Faith Ladies who are clashing it off here at the Magdan Park with Army Ladies. Alice behind the ball for Faith Ladies. Will she be able to give a very good delivery into the penalty area of Army Ladies? She does that. She does that, but Matilda could not control the ball, and as such, Army Ladies reclaim possession as they try to make surgeon runs into the half of Faith Ladies. Patience Ache looking for the run of Nancy Opoku, who has been dispossessed, and as such is a throw for Army Ladies. Throw quickly effected for Army Ladies, and this time around is an advantage for them.
Esther, I think Faith Ladies needs to be very careful. Giving certain infringements on that at that particular area is very dangerous, because they have so many players that can kick the ball from that angle to score. You saw that in their league match. And then you have a player like Zinatu Al-Hassan. When she's behind the ball, she's very dangerous. Adamatu as well. Then a certain Zinabu as well. So giving away fouls at that particular area could be very dangerous for Faith Ladies.
Zinatu Al-Hassan behind the ball. The spark of the Army Ladies, their side. She is very sensational. But it has been smashed wide. A glorious opportunity, but it has been wasted by Adama Al-Hassan of Army Ladies. It's 20 minutes of action, and it's still 0-0 here at the Magdan Park. Faith Ladies, Doreen here for Faith Ladies. A throw for Faith Ladies. Ache clears it to safety, and as such, it's once again a throw for Faith Ladies. Doreen. Nabikan still chasing the ball, trying to get the better side of Lillian. But a chair has been brought down by Doreen, and as such, it's an infringement. A free kick advantage at a very presentable position for Army Ladies. And once again, Adam Al-Hassan goes behind the ball for Army Ladies.
Yes, that should tell you that she's good when it comes to playing such set pieces. And so for the team to trust her to do that, should tell you that they can get something out of it.
Adama Al-Hassan quickly delivers into the penalty area. Not by of an attempt though.
Yeah, very, very good. She's one player, like I said, she's a utility player. She can play as a striker, as a central defender, and today she's even playing as a left back. When she gets such opportunity, hitting 1 or 2 or 3, she's definitely going to get a goal. And so the Faith Ladies team should just avoid giving them such opportunity as those advantageous positions.
A tangle in the heart of midfield. as Army ladies reclaim possession. And it was Latifa Mohammed. Back to Faith ladies. Doreen. And it's a throw for Faith ladies. We are yet to see that sparkling side of these two teams involved. We are yet to see them creating those chances. An advantage for Army ladies. 21 minutes of action here at the McDan Park. It's Women's FA Cup round of 32, which is live on Max TV. A clash between Faith ladies as well as Army ladies. Since it's a knockout competition, we need to get a winner at the end of 90 minutes of regulation. Faith ladies, Matilda. Would Gifty be able to get the ball, Matilda? As Adam Al Hassan marks her. But Matilda has been brought down in the penalty area of Faith ladies. She's still on the pitch, but play is still continuing. The technical bench of Faith ladies are protesting and of course expressing their displeasure, noting that they expected to have been awarded the penalty here as a result of that challenge on Matilda in the penalty area by Angelica.
Yeah, Esther, I think this should have been a foul for Faith ladies. Maybe, let's give the benefit of the doubt. The referee did not see that, and so Army ladies are free to go or not to concede a free kick from that particular area. But they need to be very careful because giving free kicks away at that positions is not good for a team like that. And Esther, funny enough, do you know what is going on there? Army ladies coach is in yellow, while Faith ladies players are in yellow. And then when you on the pitch of play, you see that Army ladies are in white, and then their coach is in yellow as well. So it's like vice versa. They know what they are doing. I'm pretty sure at pre-match they saw that coming.
25 minutes of action and it's still 0-0. And it is Abigail with that tackle there on Nancy Opoku. Patience at tray for Army ladies. Patience at tray. Latifa, this time around, she has been dispossessed. Faith ladies. Adama Al Hassan gives it to Nabikan. Adama. Adama Al Hassan in possession. Back to Gifty Dramana. Doreen. Adama Al Hassan. Cynthia Okai was looking for the run of Nancy Opoku, but goalkeeper Annabelle Bansa grabs it for Faith ladies. 25 minutes of action and it's still 0-0 here at the McDan Park.
Esther, this was the advantage for them, but see, the goalkeeper came out on time just to handle the ball. And I think she's been fantastic for Faith ladies so far.
An advantage for Faith ladies as Esther Asamoah Yadom lifts it for Alice to quickly effect it for Faith ladies, delivered into the 18-yard box. Abigail finds the run of Efia Bwedu Chumwa, who delivers into the penalty area, but it has been half cleared by Army ladies. Still Faith ladies making incursions. Back to Gifty Dramina, whose delivery into the penalty area has been blocked. Cynthia Okai. And this time around, it's fully cleared. Faith Ladies squaring it off here at the Magdan Park with Army Ladies. After 27 minutes of action, the scoreline still remains goalless here. Cynthia Okan gives it back to her goalkeeper, Mary Sosu, who delivers it back to Sarah. And it's Doreen. Back to Esther for Faith Ladies. As the pass to Gifty was blocked perfectly by Angelica. And it's a throw for Army Ladies.
Esther, I think so far we are seeing the beauty of the game. Both teams are they put the ball on the turf, they are stringing the passes together, so we are seeing some play. But then again, you see that the key player for Army Ladies has not really seen much of the ball because the Faith Ladies team, the Faith Ladies team playing a particular tactics that is not favoring in position. They want to play the ball from the wings because they realize that when you have players like Ajete and then Zinatu, definitely you will not win most of the balls in the midfield, so they have to change their tactics and it is favoring them. Then again, a player like Doreen, she has been with Immigration Ladies for quite some time before moving to Faith Ladies, and so you see that she has really done a very good job on Nabi Khan. Nabi Khan, we know she's a very good striker, very pacey and all that. Like when she gets the ball, she's just coming to you, but Doreen is not allowing her to get the balls to do whatever she knows how to do best.
Knockout competition, Women's FA Cup round of 32, which is live on Max TV. In case you just tuned in, it's a live coverage made possible by Max TV. As Faith Ladies are facing it off here with Army Ladies. Faith Ladies, Esther, an opportunity for Faith Ladies, but Jennifer Kankamiyabua could not convert it for Faith Ladies, and as such, after 30 minutes of action, it's still 0-0.
Esther, look at this chance. A player like Jennifer Kankamiyabua, she's very good. When she gets the ball, she knows what to do with it. Even when she had it for the first time, she makes sure that she takes the ball from the defender, then to hit it into the net. But then, unfortunately, the keeper came out to make the space very small for her to even drive it into the pool.
If only Jennifer had been able to put it at the back of the net, it would have been quite a very lovely goal here at the Magdan Park. Taking a look at the kind of touches that she made. An advantage for Army Ladies, as Matilda Bless is being requested by the match official, the referee, to make space. Army Ladies back to Faith Ladies, Matilda, Adam Al Hassan, and it's Nabi Khan. Nabi Khan, bit mashed by Doreen. Nabi Khan gives it to Adam Al Hassan, who delivers into the penalty area, but has been cleared. Back to the penalty area, and Patience are trying with that opportunity, but it goes wide. A corner kick advantage for Army Ladies. Patience Akre Ajete had that opportunity with this build-up there, and her shot was blocked. It's a goal kick advantage for Faith Ladies. Faith ladies as well as Army ladies are both debutants in the Women's Premier League, and as such, this knockout stage competition, this particular match, it's an encounter between two Premier League sides. Nabi Khan, with that opportunity, we should be able to control it, but she couldn't do that, and as such, it goes out of play. In your short are some of the bubbling fans who have turned up in their numbers here to cheer their teams to victory. Faith ladies and Alice with that clearance. Patience Atre. She has been dispossessed. Faith ladies. An opportunity here. Nancy Opoku, but goalkeeper Annabelle Bansa grabs it. Quite good for Faith ladies.
Yes, I think the communication between the defenders and the goalkeeper is very good. She knew when to step out to grab the ball from the defense, because if not, they would be in a very big trouble right now. So the communication between the goalkeeper and their defenders is very, very good.
That was that opportunity there, as Nancy Opoku was trying so much well in the pursuit and her chase for the ball. But Annabelle Bansa had to be very alert. Doreen here for Faith ladies. Adam Al Hassan with that clearance. Nabi Khan in your shots. One of the experienced players in the Women's Premier League.
Very, very experienced. A cup winner, and then Northern Zone cup winner as well. But today she's been kept silent by a certain Doreen, who also has experience playing in the National Women's League for a very long time with Immigration Ladies. This season she decided to cross the carpet to Faith ladies, and unfortunately, like, she has not even been playing, but today she's just on the pitch and she's doing so well against a player that is so experienced.
Faith ladies, Matilda in a tangle with Latifa. Matilda, Gifty, lack of communication between Gifty as well as Jennifer. An opportunity here for Faith ladies, but it goes wide, and as such, it's a corner kick advantage for Faith ladies. 35 minutes of action. Doreen, who is ready to effect it for Faith ladies.
Esther, she knows how to do that, and she's used to this particular pitch, because when she was with Immigration, this is their home venue, and so when it comes to playing at this particular turf, you can't take anything away from Doreen. She's just going to have a good game.
And referee Rejoice issuing instructions to the players, ensuring that there is sanity in the penalty area before the kick is effected. And it's a goal kick advantage for Army ladies. Round of 32 Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. It's a knockout competition with the defending champions being Hazakes ladies, who were crowned champions after beating Ampemdakwan ladies by 2-0. And we had the top scorer for last edition to be Jafaru, who had 9 goals. Faith ladies, Gifty Dramana, she has been dispossessed. Today we are not seeing much of Gifty Dramana. We are not seeing much of that spark and that sensation that she gives to her side whenever she plays for them in such matches.
Esther, I think she shows so much of the ball to the opponents, because when you alone have the ball and about 3 or 4 players just around you, just need to make it simple. Make sure that you give a pass to your player so that at least they can do something about it. But when you decided to dribble everybody around you, then you are going to find yourself into trouble. Nobody is going to allow a player to dribble almost everybody around them.
It's goalkeeper Mary Sosu.
Yes, this was a chance that they had that nearly resulted in that particular, but goalkeeper came out, and unfortunately, she has hurt herself in the process.
She ended up picking a knock when she had a tangle with Abigail of Faith Ladies.
I think it was when she was landing, because per what we witnessed here, the player did not even touch her at all. She saw that the goalkeeper has already grabbed the ball, so she rather dodged or swerved before she even going down.
So it's water break here at the McDan Park. 37 minutes of action and it's still 0-0. It's knockout stage of the Women's FA Cup. A clash that has to produce a winner at the end of 90 minutes of regulation, of which, if we are still unable to do that, it has been decided through the penalty kicks. Reginald Asante, coach of Fit Ladies, using this water break opportunity to retreat his tactics and formation and system to his side. And so is Norbert as well doing for Army Ladies. So far, both teams have had quite a very good possession of the ball with this opportunity there.
Just this was when the goalkeeper...
When Jennifer Kankam-Yabua could not convert that particular opportunity for Faith Ladies.
Yeah, I also love to give credit to the goalkeeper because she came out on time. She really came out on time.
And that also very good effort there from Zinatu Al-Hassan. And this time around to Faith Ladies, after making another incursion by Jennifer Kankam, goalkeeper Mary Sosu had to be very alert, another to clear it up to safety for her side. Gifty Dramana, Doreen, but it's Mary Sosu with that catch for Army Ladies. 40 minutes of action and it's still 0-0.
Yeah, I think the chances that both teams had is not clear-cut chances, and then the goalkeepers too have been so exceptional. Don't know that there's such balls that goes to goalkeepers, you see that it will score them. But then again, these goalkeepers have shown that they are learning and they are growing into the game, and so they've not conceded yet. Even balls that you feel that this should have been a goal, they've been able to take it off their net.
It was Abigail with that surging run, but she was dispossessed by Latifa Mohammed of Army Ladies. Still Faith Ladies in possession of the ball, and this time around is Matilda. Played into the penalty area, but it's quite an easy catch for Mary Susu of Army Ladies. Knockout stage of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. Adama Al-Hassan with that cool and calm control of the ball. Adama Al-Hassan once again. But as it's always said, safety first. And I said she cleared it to safety when she was being pursued by Gifty Dramana Akomabea of Faith Lady.
Because she knows the kind of player Gifty Dramana is. She's very pacey. She has the footwork. When you make a mistake and she gets the ball, she's just going to punish you.
An opportunity for Faith Ladies, but Mary Sosu once again has to come to the rescue of her side. It was an inviting ball into the penalty area by Doreen. And Mary Sosu, Matilda Bless there with that inviting pass to Jennifer, but Mary Sosu had to quickly ensure that she clears it to safety. So it's 2 minutes of additional time here at the Magdan Park.
Esther, I keep saying that the goalkeepers are showing their worth, in as much as some of them are just coming from the lower division. Look at the saves that they have. Even their timing of coming out to even clear balls and all that should tell you that they are learning and they will get there. It means that our national team, we will not have to be worried about goalkeepers or goalkeeping department when it comes to the national team, even from the U15 all the way to the Black Queens level.
And these are some of the moments that we've had in the game so far. 42 minutes of play. And this was where Gifty Dramana, as usual, with her pacey antics and quick feet, and it's an advantage for Faith Ladies. And obviously there is a huge protest by the bench of Faith Ladies in relation to how the match official, the center referee, a confirmation of the 2 minutes of additional time, in relation to how the match official, the center referee, is officiated, of which the bench of Faith Ladies think that they are not being fairly treated here at the Magdan Park.
Esther, talking about not being fairly treated, I think so far so very good. Both teams have shown what they can do. When ladies at the ball, you see what they do with it. And the only problem is that their team has been built on a certain Zinatu Al-Hassan. So today she hasn't really come into the game. It's not as if she doesn't want to play. It's the tactics that the Faith Ladies has deployed, how they are marking her. And so she's not getting much of the ball to make the distributions as she would want to do. So we have to give credit to Faith Ladies for making sure that they destabilize the midfield of Army Ladies. Then again, you see that Faith Ladies has also done so well, getting enough of the ball and then creating most of the chances, but they have also not scored yet.
Adama Al-Hassan behind the ball for Army Ladies. But once again, she smashes it wide, and as such, it's a goal kick advantage for Faith Ladies. 45 minutes of action here at the Magdan Park. Round of 32 of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV, a clash between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies. And the scoreline still remains 0-0 here. We are yet to see the side that will break the deadlock and give us a breakthrough. Patience Ache wins possession, gives it to Adam Al-Hassan, who finds Latifa. It's back to Faith Ladies. Ache with that block. Esther brings down Latifa. Referee gives the advantage. Doreen. And it's a throw for Army Ladies. A throw that has been quickly effected by Cynthia Okai. Faith Ladies. Doreen with the chase here. And it's a throw for Army Ladies. Adam Al-Hassan, who is always there whenever Army Ladies have set pieces or perhaps advantages of this nature. Adam Al Hassan. Delivery into the penalty area of Faith Ladies. But Abigail has to ensure that she clears it. Ami Ladies once again delivering into the penalty area, but Nabikan is nowhere close to it. Patience at tray. And 47 minutes of action is still 0-0.
Esther, I think for the past 2 minutes, Army Ladies have been on Faith Ladies, and this I think should have been one of the opportunities for them to score from. So if you are to miss from such opportunities, then which one do you want to get before you can score from?
An advantage for Faith Ladies, but referee Joyce has blown her whistle in order to end proceedings for the first half here at the McDan Park. After 45 minutes of action, the first half ends in a stalemate as none of the sides have been able to put the ball at the back of the net or perhaps register the first goal of the game. Goalkeeper Annabelle Bansa of Faith Ladies made quite some crucial saves in order to keep her side still in the game. Mary Sosu also rose to the occasion when it mattered most in order to also make double saves for her side, Army Ladies. So the first half ends here with each of these sides having their moments in the game, but being unable to capitalize on it and utilize it effectively in order to put it at the back of the net. Kickoff began here as Faith Ladies made the earlier incursions in the game with that opportunity there, and then Mary Sosu rising to the occasion with that double save. Army Ladies equally retaliated with these attacks there by Patience Atre, and Annabelle Bansa had to be called also to action with that save for Faith Ladies, with Mary Sosu seeing much of the ball, the goalkeeper of Army Ladies. And there's earlier opportunity also for Faith Ladies that they were protesting that they deserve to have been awarded a penalty. Moments being shared by these two sides in the game. Patience are tried there with that particular strike and then it being blocked. And Jennifer Kankam Yabua also had this opportunity there to put Faith Ladies in the lead, but goalkeeper Mary Sosu also had to make that save in order to keep her at arm's length. Still with that threat of passes from each of the sides involved, but none managed to put the ball at the back of the net. So it ends here after first 45 minutes, Faith Ladies 0, as well as Army Ladies 0.
The much anticipated grand finale of Bookworm Asante is here. Are you ready? And now, introducing our finalists. For the lower primary category, we have. For the upper primary category, we have. Have you voted? Are you voting? Who are you cheering? Who wins the maiden edition of Bookworm Asante? Vote now as the contestants prepare for an outstanding, amazing, and electrifying grand finale. You also have the power to push your favorite contestants to lead. Planet Bookworm. Read today, lead tomorrow.
Aya woti ya wo be mem ana ya emu hyehyew wo sensu fitaa bi firi mu ba wugunso ntentem ana ya wugunso a na emu ache woti ya wo sabi wa ya ase esese wo bobrim se bi ana wo prostate na hu aba hawo aya na wonsa na ase wo na ya ye titiri waposo tutu wo nante a no aye dudu uridiem hyehyeo eya se bibi ne nam uridiem ebia na stroke yade na ebo wonkaye tie yare bia safe na abesuewo ananso aye krankro Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic ewo nimdi ode beboa wo Endpoint ewa Accra Spinters Road Shell Signboard Tema Committee 22 Koanaso Hotel echi Kumasi Kronom Abohia Angel School Complex Takrade Anaji Estate Queen of Peace School echi Techimine Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic ewo Hensa eni Just Bro Filling Station ene di hwanim for Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic ewo 0244 867 068
Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
Don't look me like zombie.
The Ghana Professional Boxing League continues this Saturday, 5th March at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Let's count down to Ghana at 65 live on Saturday night with AK Songstress performing your favorite hits.
Baby, say you don't tire me. After the love where I shower you, you gonna think you fit to fool me. After that, you go leave.
And spice it up with entertainment from local hero Bukom Banku.
My name is Rama Kamoko, aka Bukom Banku. The only a foolish dog ran after the flying bird and abundance of water. The foolish man must be taste. That day, 5th March, keep watching Bukom Banku. I'm signal. I will boss. I will do anything you like.
Please be seated before 9 p.m. when the action starts. It's Fight Night 2 at the Bukom Boxing Arena. This Saturday night, it's a knockout.
The marriage counselors are on their way. Hey, they have to inspect your place before they approve the marriage.
Fala Friday na. Friday we are home.
I think they are here. Let me call you back.
We need AC.
I get fan too.
We need fridge. Menya sure pusajama washing machine crowd. We need TV. Hey, just what them have here. And pankwana.
Hey, where they are to pankwa?
At to find entertainment in Kwadi. Eddie Asembeba. Our way. Embassy.
Hey, Krache, into TCL Fala Friday promotion. Into one day.
Yes, Friday we are 4th March. TCL Fala Friday is back. Up to 50% discount on all TCL products. Should I say TVs, ACs, fridges, washing machines. Yinina are selling at up to 50% discount. Visit any TCL showroom nationwide now wants to enjoy Fala BY.
The future is here. IMAX USB batteries. IMAX USB batteries are rechargeable with a USB port and are made with superior microchip and IC technology. It comes in 2 types, AA and AAA, which can be used for years for toys with motos, TV remotes, MP3 players, a computer mouse, and many more. IMAX USB batteries are 4 pieces in a box with over 600 rounds of quick charge and effective power protection, saving you a lot of cash. IMAX USB batteries are available in all Max Buy shops. Call Max Buy now on 0544019552 or 0302750308. You can follow us at Shop Max Buy on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or buy online maxbuy.com.gh. Choose IMAX USB batteries. IMAX Smart Life.
Welcome back to Magdan Town Park, where we've been an interesting first half match between Faith Ladies and then Army Ladies. It has been an exciting first half end-to-end match. Both of them had several chances, but nobody has been able to go up by a goal to nil or even scores coming in. Of course, yeah, it has been an exciting match that we've witnessed here. The pitch, I think, is helping matters here. We've seen a whole lot of end-to-end football matches. The goalkeepers, the 2 goalkeepers have been very good in this first half. How are we going to the second half? This should be brief and we move on to.
One thing I know is that in the second half, the two goalkeepers are still going to be the ones carrying their team. But what is left for the two teams is who will be burying in the chances that they have had. Because early in the early minutes of the game, we saw Faith Ladies trying to get the first goal. It didn't happen for them. It happened again when we saw them have a very clear chance, probably the clearest of all the chances that they've had in this particular game. And that was, unfortunately, they were not able to get that into the net as well. And so the goalkeepers once again will be coming to play, will be carrying their teams. But now most of the efforts will have to now lie on those who can score goals for their teams. I know it's a lot of pressure on them as they've not been able to get the goals in. And so coming in the second half, they would have a lot of pressure on them, hoping to end the game in 90 minutes and not go into extra time or even to talk about penalties, since this is a knockout stage.
But how we are seeing it, do you think it's going to travel through penalties? Because seeing the defenders have been a bit solid behind, and then they are just they are concentrating. It's just 4 minutes and then 90 time, just that they have had their chances and then none of them has been able to put it at the back of the net. Going into the second half, it has been a bit of even midfield game when it changed. But looking at it, who is the more experienced? Because you can't have chances and then just be squandering it like that.
The last time we saw Army Ladies play, we saw the number of chances Enatu was squandering before she got in that difficult goal. She had some easy chances that we thought, oh, this should have been the goal, but then she had to strive for the difficult chances and be able to score the goals. And we saw Faith Ladies against Immigration Ladies and all the chances that they were able to get and coming together to get that team goal that they got for their team against Police Ladies. One thing I know is that all departments of the game have been working, from the goalkeepers to the defense to the midfielders to the attackers as well. They have all been listening to the instructions from their coaches. And so one thing is that if they do really get to the third half or the final half and they are able to get in the goals, but now they would need a bit of more experience. It should come from a point where you know that when you get to certain stages like this, this is what you are supposed to do. I know Faith Ladies would have loved if this game maybe was at the Calrendorf Park, which is their favorite ground, or maybe Army Ladies would love at Elwak, where they've played a number of times and they know what they do when they get to the final third of the game. But I hope that as they've had their first game here, they would be able to come in again, know some of the things that they have to do right to get into get the goals in. These two debutants are new in the Women's Premier League, and then this is the Women's FA Cup round of 32. One has to go out and one has to continue at the round of 16. I can see they have, I don't know whether it's a lack of experience or just that both of them are debutants. They have had chances in which they have squandered it. I'm looking through this. This is a new term for both of them. But in the Women's Premier League, Army Ladies took advantage 2-1 over Faith Ladies. Now, is it going to be a revenge, or Army Ladies is going to still use most of their experience to beat Faith Ladies? I mean, unfortunately for Faith Ladies, we haven't seen them play the way we've seen them play in the league. It's almost as if they've been silent a bit, just that they have had some chances or opportunities that they could have taken advantage of to take the lead in this particular game. Unfortunately for them, it's not happening. So let's wait and see what happens in the second half. Okay, so that was the first half, interesting first half between Army Ladies and Faith Ladies here at the Magdan Latown Park. I'm handing over in commentary position with Esther Bankwa and Nabadina. See you in the next 45 minutes.
Welcome back to the Magdan Park. It's round of 32 Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV, a clash between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies. The first half ended in a stalemate with none of the sides being able to seize the moments that they had. And second half has returned with each of the teams and the technical teams having the opportunity to once again retreat and, of course, imbibe their tactics into the playing team. Which of the sides would be able to, in order to register the first goal of the day? Don't forget, it's a knockout competition that needs to produce a winner. The first 45 minutes is over without a goal differentiating the two sides. We need to get the goal at all costs in the second half, or perhaps we need the sports kick in order to determine the side that will progress to the next round of the competition.
Esther, I think when the two teams comes on the pitch, the coaches should vary their tactics. You need to win at all costs. Would you want the game to go to penalty shootouts? It's penalties that they used to say that it's everybody's game. Then if you know that you want to show your superiority, then this is the time you need to do it. The second 45 minutes of the game. Make sure that you go for it. Make sure that you instruct your girls to do what they need to do, so that at least they will be getting the goals for you, and then you progress to the next stage of the competition. Other than that, penalty shootout, you might be playing all the game in regulation time, but then when you go to the penalty shootout, you'll be out of the competition.
Faith ladies all in yellow there, using that moment in order to once again build their euphoria, boost their confidence, and of course morale going into the second half. They have the next 45 minutes to negotiate for better results and ensure that they progress to the next round of the competition. The defending champions of the Women's FA Cup is Hazakes Ladies. They won it in 2021. And 2022 is yet to tell us which team would be able to win it.
It's not as if the defending champions or the holders, Hazakes Ladies, are relaxing or resting, but then they're also winning. They've won 14-0, they've won 9-0 throughout this particular competition. And so when you want to also win this trophy, it means that you have to put out your best performance. And so for Army Ladies or Faith Ladies to qualify to the next stage of the competition, they really need to show their class. They need to produce their goals that will get them into the next round of the competition.
So second half commences once again here at the McDan Park with Army Ladies in possession of the ball. An advantage for Faith Ladies. Faith Ladies had some moments in the first half that they needed to seize, another for them to have at least been in the lead now. But they couldn't do that. Second half commences once again with they getting these advantages and set pieces. And it's a goal kick for Army Ladies. The inaugural winners of this competition. It's Police Ladies when they did that way back in 2016. In 2017, they made their consecutive return to the final, but were beaten 1-0 by Prison Ladies. So the winners of the 2017 edition went to Prison Ladies. In 2018, the FA Cup could not hold as a result of the dissolution of the Ghana Football Association. Substitution here being effected by Army Ladies as Zinabu Mumuni is being introduced for her to replace Latifa Mohammed. Army Ladies, Zinabu, but she ends up bringing Esther Asamoah Iyadom down, and as such it's an advantage for Faith Ladies in the heart of midfield. Abigail Sosu. Abigail effected for Faith Ladies, but it was quite a good attempt from Abigail.
I think there's a miscommunication there, because the lice woman is actually pointing to the corner kick angle, while the center referee is also saying it's a goal kick for Army Ladies.
So misunderstanding between the center referee as well as her assistant referee, with both of them having divergent views. Opportunity for Faith Ladies, but Abigail Sosu, who was so much alert, had to grab it to safety for Army ladies. Zinabu for Army ladies. Back to Patience Ache. Matilda Bless. Abigail with the chase for the ball here, but it has been cleared to safety by Sarah. 48 minutes of action. It's still 0-0 here at the Magdan Park. Round of 32 Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. A clash between Fit ladies as well as Army ladies. A clash that has to produce a winner at the end of 90 minutes. A clash that would see a side, which is only one, of course, progressing to the next round of the competitions. Yesterday, Police ladies secured qualification to the next round of the competition with a victory over Berry ladies. Zinatu Al-Hassan had the control right, but she wasted time and her set has been dispossessed. It was stolen, of course, by Abigail for Fit ladies.
Esther, just as she was robbed of the ball, she also came back to defend, and she has also robbed somebody of the ball. But unfortunately, Faith ladies are still with the ball, and they want to make sure that at least they get a goal before the end of the 90 minutes.
50 minutes of action. Faith ladies having some earlier chances. Patience Ache here for Army ladies. Was looking for the run of Nabikan, who has been dispossessed. Back to Army ladies. Zainab with an opportunity to put Army ladies in the lead, and she does that so calmly. Zainabu has registered the first goal for Army ladies here at the Magdan Park. Zainab came in as a substitute in the second half. A change that was effected by their coach Norbert, and the substitution has paid off. She has managed to put the ball at the back of the net for Army ladies. So after 50 minutes of action, it's Army ladies who are leading here at the Magdan Park.
A super sub, I must say. She's one of the players that you want to call an utility player. She can play as a defender as well, just like Adama. And then when things get tough for Army ladies, they used to bring look at the pass from Ache Ajete and to Zinabu. She was so composed. She just slot it in. She has been the savior for them. You could remember that in the the last match of the Women's League. Yes, she came on. She came on as a sub, and then she assisted their first goal, and they went on to beat Immigration ladies.
They have been so much meticulous, and of course, very, very careful in their approach and their transitions, their link-up play, their build-up, and their effort has paid off after they've been relentless, persistent and consistent in their pursuit and chase for the goal. And Zainab, the substitute, has managed to put it at the back of the net for them. So they've already had a lead here, but they are still probing, making those insurgent runs into the 18-yard box of Faith ladies as they look to double their lead here at the Magdan Park. Abigail for Faith ladies, back to Matilda, finds the run of Jennifer, back once again to Matilda. Opportunity for Faith ladies, but it has been smashed wide by Efia Wedu Chumwa of Faith ladies.
Esther, I think that was a very bad hit because you have the space in front of you. You can just still move the ball forward. You have our two players supporting you. How do you hit the ball like that just over the bar when you have space in front of you?
She had that time and space, but her final delivery went wide. Matilda Faith ladies But Dramana has been flagged offside. 53 minutes of action here at the Magdan Park, round of 32 of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. A clash between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies, and it is Faith Ladies who are trailing here. They are trailing to a goal that was scored by the substitute in the person of Zainab for Army Ladies. Patience Akre once again with a pass to Zainab. She delivers into the penalty area, but this time around it has been cleared up to safety by Alice. As such, it's a corner kick advantage, another set piece for Army Ladies, quickly effected. And it's still Army Ladies with possession of the ball, and they win another corner kick. They are piling the pressure on Faith Ladies, ensuring that once they have fallen short, they will get another opportunity. Patience Akre with a delivery into the penalty area. It has been half cleared. Still with Adama Al-Hassan. Back to Grace Afari. Faith Ladies winning possession. Abigail with the chase here for the ball. But Cynthia clears it. Back to Zainab once again. Zainab, will she be able to get? It goes out of play. And as such, it's a throw for Army Ladies. Cynthia Okine behind the ball for Army Ladies. Delivers to Zainab once again, who is proving to be a very strong opponent for Faith Ladies to control. But Abigail Sosu, back to Patience Akre. "55 minutes of action, and it is Zainab's goal, which is differentiating these two sides here at the Magdan Park. Gifty Dramana, whose pass only could go as far as Cynthia Okine. And it's a throw for Army Ladies.
Esther, I can understand why the fans are fuming, because I think after the Faith Ladies player cleared the ball, it still hit the leg of the Army player and went outside the line. And so it should have been a throw-in for Faith Ladies rather than the Army Ladies.
Nancy Opoku with that challenge there on Beauty Abena Julius, and as such it's an infringement for Faith Ladies. And they know so much what is at stake, knowing perfectly well that they are trailing and they need to double up their efforts. An infringement there for Army Ladies, with Zinatu Al-Hassan being brought down. Army Ladies are in no hurry to get proceedings underway because they know they already have the lead. Another opportunity here for Army Ladies. Back to Zainab. Dispossessed by Esther Asamoah. Abigail for Faith Ladies, who has equally been dispossessed. Back to Zainab. But once again, Annabelle Bansa, Zainab is here with another opportunity as she calmly feeds Zinatu Al Hassan with it, who also twists and turns and finds Grace, who has been brought down, and as such, it would be an advantage for Army Ladies.
Esther, Army Ladies are now into the game, and clearly it shows that the Army Ladies coach has changed his tactics that he was playing in the first half. You could see that a player like Zinatu is not getting enough of the ball because Faith Ladies were playing more on the wings. But now when they decided to hold the ball from the midfield, you are seeing Zinatu into the game. When you have Zinatu in the game and she gets the ball, she's just going to make sure that she frustrates you. She can drive the ball forward. She can move, she can twist and turn, she can even give delicious passes. And so you don't leave them having the ball like that. Once you decide to play in the midfield, you are going to get yourself into trouble. And that is what Army Ladies are doing to Faith Ladies now, because they've taken over, they've taken charge of the midfield. And referee Rejoice has brandished a yellow card to Nancy Opoku for that tackle on goalkeeper Annabelle Bansa. Opportunity here for Army Ladies, and it's a goal. Army Ladies register the second goal of the day. They have doubled their lead here at the McDan Park. It was an opportunity that they had through Nancy Opoku, who had already found that Annabelle Bansa had already committed, and as such, she had that opportunity in order to slot the ball into the back of the net. It was a well build-up goal from its conception to its execution, with a very good assist there from Zinatu Al Hassan, who found the run of Nancy Opoku, who wasted no time in order to slot it into the back of the net for Army Ladies. So after 60 minutes of action here at the McDan Park, it's Army Ladies who are leading by 2 goals here. Esther, I think a goal scored by Nancy Opoku was a brilliant goal. I was talking about Zinatu. Said that when you show her too much of the ball, when you allow her to get the ball, she's going to dribble, she's going to give that pass. And look at how she even managed, like individual brilliance. She was able to dribble past 2 players, release the ball to Nancy Opoku, and then Army Ladies had their second goal. When you are playing, you have a particular tactics or system favoring you. Playing against Army Ladies with so much players who can handle the ball in the midfield, you don't change it. You make sure that you stick with it until you decide to go for goal. But then when you change it and then you allow Zinatu and then Ache Ajete and Co gets into the ball, you are going to get punished.
Army Ladies made substitution and it paid off through the goal that was scored by Zainab. And so is Faith Ladies also making substitution here in order to see that their substitution would equally also pay off, as Gifty Dramana Akumabia paves the way for Adwa Donko to replace her. Patience Ache finds Zainab, and it was Adam Al Hassan who was trying to give a flick of a pass to Patience Ache, but it couldn't work out. Army Ladies have their player Nancy Opoku on the pitch as she's been attended to. And this was the goal that was scored by Nancy Opoku following that particular world build-up game, that world build-up pass from Zinatu Al Hassan, who had a very quick feet and found Nancy Opoku in a very good position and had to give the ball to her in order to slot in the ball into the back of the net. And after they had that second goal, they equally gave us a weird celebration. Opportunity here for Jennifer to reduce the deficit. Jennifer but she smashes it wide.
Esther, I think, I don't know if it's an inexperienced thing to do, because when you have, you've already beaten the goalkeeper, all you need to do is to keep your composure, because you are in the 16-yard box. Whoever touches you in that particular place, you are going to get yourself a penalty, even if you don't get to score. She could have just relaxed a little bit and make sure that she slots the ball into the goalpost. But then again, you have to give some credit to the goalkeeper. She came out on time.
She came out so strongly and ensure that she still maintains her clean sheet. Two goals that were scored by Nancy Opoku as well as Zainab for Army Ladies is what has differentiated these two sides so far here at the Magdan Park round of 32 Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. Faith Ladies trailing here, knowing that they have few minutes, and it's a penalty. It's a penalty for Faith Ladies, as Sarah is seriously protesting and registering her innocence to the center referee that she didn't handle the ball. A protest by Sarah that she did not handle the ball. But Sarah, her protest could not convince the referee, as she has already made up her mind, has made her decision, and as such, it's a penalty for Faith Ladies, an opportunity for them to reduce the deficit here at the Magdan Park, since they are trailing by 2-0. Well, Mary Sosu is don't call behind the ball for Faith Ladies. Will she be able to put it at the back of the net for them? Don't call, and it hits the crossbar. She had the technique right, but she was hit against hard luck as her effort hit the crossbar.
Esther, I think when you have an opportunity like this, all that should be on your mind is just try to score. Make sure that when you are kicking it right. And to meet such a glorious opportunity like this, I think it's going to bring their spirit down. But I hope that the confidence level will not go down. They will keep fighting and give us a good game.
Adjoa Donko missed that opportunity to reduce the deficit for her side. And it's a goal kick advantage for Army Ladies. Mary Sosu, the goalkeeper of Army Ladies, is lying on the pitch as the center referee beacons on the paramedics to quickly attend to her. Knockout stage of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. A clash between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies. The opportunity that was missed earlier by Adjoa Donko through the spot kick. She missed the opportunity to reduce the deficit and give her side the hope to continue to aspire, to continue to persist, and of course be consistent in their pursuit to ensure that they equalize here at the Magdan Park. An opportunity that she herself would not forgive herself for having missed such a glorious moment for her side.
Esther, once again, I believe that she had the technique right. Yes, like you said. But then it's a penalty kick. And you can miss, you can score. And you could see that the lady was very focused. She came on as a sub like 5 minutes ago, and so she would have been, or it would have boosted confidence going into the game, and even give them the zeal even to go on and maybe equalize and put this particular match into penalty shootouts. But let's see. I think we have about 20 more minutes to go. Let's see what happens if they can still come into the game. But I think the Army ladies are really into the game now. Their confidence level is up, scoring 2 goals in the second half. Definitely you are going to come into the game and maybe finish it off.
It's a clash between 2 Premier League sides who are both debutants in the Women's Premier League, who have equally given a very good account of themselves so far as the Women's League is concerned. Faith Ladies, Matilda Bless with delivery into the penalty area. And it is Mary Sosu with that catch for her side. 70 minutes of action here at the McDan Park. It is Faith Ladies 0, Army Ladies 2. Goals scored by Zainab as well as Nancy Opoku for Army Ladies. And Faith Ladies have the next 20 minutes plus additional time here at the McDan Park to reduce their deficit. Jennifer for Faith Ladies, but she couldn't get the better side of Cynthia.
Esther, I think she was in a haste, looking at the fact that they are down by 2 goals. She wants to do whatever it takes to make sure that at least they score a goal. They should calm down, keep your composure. This is football. If you rush with the ball, you might not even get the goal at all.
Delivery into the penalty area of Army Ladies, but it has been blocked. Zainab with a run here. As she finds Nancy Opoku, will she be able to deliver into the penalty area? But her final touch, her final delivery was quite a fragile one. As such, it's a goal kick advantage for Faith Ladies. Zainab still in pains, following the effort there in order to feed Nancy Opoku with that pass. As Faith Ladies continue to make substitutions, with Efia Bwedu Chumwa paving the way for Portia Nana Prempe to come in, and also try her possible best to see that they get better results here at the McDan Park. Nabikan for Army Ladies, she couldn't control it. Back to Faith Ladies. And it's a throw for Faith Ladies. Substitution being effected. Portia Nana Prempe replacing Efia Bwedua for Faith Ladies. "72 minutes of action, knockout round of 32 Women's FA Cup, a knockout competition which is live on Max TV. A clash between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies. Inaugural winners of this Women's FA Cup being the Police Ladies, and they managed to progress to the next round of the competition yesterday after beating Berry Ladies by 2-1 at the Medina AstroTurf. And it is Army ladies who have effected a change here once again. Zainab Mumuni, who couldn't recover, has been replaced by Na Lamioko for Army ladies. Faith ladies have the next 30 minutes to score 2 goals in order to at least take the match to penalty kicks. Now, Lamioko of Army ladies, opportunity here, Matilda Bless, opportunity for Faith ladies, Matilda Bless with that assist, but goalkeeper had to come out. Merit Sosu of Army ladies and Cynthia Okan also had to equally augment her efforts.
Esther, had there been a better player on the pitch today, if not for the goalkeeper of Army ladies, Mary Sosu? She has been everywhere. Almost all the balls that have been dangerous to side, she's been able to make sure that she save it and protect the goalpost for her team.
Matilda Bless had that glorious opportunity, and she found the run of Jennifer Kankap Yabua, who ended up colliding with goalkeeper Mary Sosu, and Cynthia Okan had to quickly come in order to clear to safety for Army ladies. Opportunity here for Army ladies to get the 3rd goal. But once again, Zinatu Al Hassan's effort, her strike ended up not being converted by Nabikan for Army ladies.
Esther, I think she used left foot, I think this particular ball where it is, and she needs to curl the ball right into the goal because the goalkeeper was already out. Using your left foot to play the ball is definitely not going into the goal post, it will go wide.
75 minutes of action. It's a knockout stage of the Women's FA Cup round of 32, which is live on Max TV. A live coverage made possible by Max TV. As Army ladies are already leading by 2 goals here at the Magdan Park. Now, Lamioko in a tango with Jennifer Kankam. Faith ladies. But Matilda has been flagged offside.
Esther, when we talk about multi-talented players, Matilda Bless is one. She's a national U17 table tennis player. And in 2019, she was part of the team that represents Ghana at the Junior Cadet Open. And so Bless is so blessed with talent when it comes to the sports that we are used to.
Nah. Lamioko, a very good run from Matilda Bless. Another opportunity for, would they be able to get that? But once again, Mary Sosu makes that double save for Army ladies. Esther Asamoah, Matilda Bless, back to Matilda. But it's quite a feeble finish.
Esther, it's now more like Faith ladies versus the Army ladies goalkeeper. In the next, in this past few minutes, she has been everywhere. She has denied the Faith ladies opportunities upon opportunities, and so that should tell you how good she. Look at how she came out and then make sure that she protects her goals from being scored by Bless Fodu.
It is Faith ladies who in the last few minutes have had quite some good chances that they could have equally ensured that if not getting 2 goals, neither to be at peace with Army Ladies, they could have perhaps reduced the deficit here at the McDan Park. Army Ladies have already gotten the 2 critical goals that they need, goals that were scored through Zainab, a substitute, as well as Nancy Opoku. Seventh, 8 minutes of action here at the McDan Park. That was the earlier opportunity that Faith Ladies had. And the finishing from Adra Donko was not the best, as Matilda Bless also had to come in with that chase for the ball. And it's a goal kick advantage for Army Ladies. Faith Ladies making those surgeon runs once again into the penalty area. Jennifer can come with the opportunity, but it has been blocked. And as said, it's a corner kick. 80 minutes of action. It's still Faith Ladies who are trailing here at the McDan Park.
Esther, like I said, for the past few minutes, Faith Ladies has come into the game, but they have been denied by the goalkeeper of Army Ladies. And so I think the Army Ladies need to check their defense very well, because when the goalkeeper gets tired, you are definitely going to concede.
Faith Ladies, a delivery into the 18-yard box. Nana Ama Prempe. Patience Ache, Nabikan, Matilda Bless claims possession for Faith Ladies. Cynthia Okan with this surgeon run here. Esther Asamoah for Faith Ladies.
Esther, I think the injury worry to Zinabu has really slowed the pace or has changed the formation, the tactics of Army Ladies, because you know this lady is very strong. She has the pace and all that, so she was causing a lot of problems in the goal area of Faith Ladies. But once she was sub, their formation has changed, and now Army Ladies is just on them and trying to make sure that they reduce the deficit, even to go on and to equalize.
Substitution once again being effected. As Jacqueline Osei is being introduced, another to replace Abigail Ewusiwa here for Faith Ladies. Jacqueline Osei, another spark in the Faith Ladies side, a very young chap who is very good, has quick feet, has dancing feet, is very pacey, and she's very sensational whenever she has the ball.
A member of the national U15 team. She was formerly playing for Supreme Ladies, and then she also completed a JHS education just last year. And so this girl truly has a future. The people of Osei Kromo Kumasi love to call her Mbapiwa.
Faith Ladies. Jennifer can come. And it's a throw for Faith Ladies. Army Ladies, Cynthia Okai. Her pass, Zinatu wins possession back for Army Ladies as they have another opportunity to surge a counter-attack. Nancy Opoku for Army Ladies. And it's a throw for Army Ladies. 82 minutes of action here at the McDan Park. Army Ladies have managed to get 2 crucial goals here already. And Faith Ladies are trailing Nabikan gives it back to Adam Al Hassan, whose delivery into the penalty area of Army Ladies has been blocked. So it will be an advantage for Faith Ladies. Faith Ladies, who are debutants in the Women's Premier League, have the next 7 minutes plus additional time to get 2 goals or perhaps even 3 in order to be able to win the game and progress to the next round of the competition. Cynthia Okai for Army Ladies, Esther Osei, Esther Asamoah delivers it back to Jennifer, and it's an infringement for Army Ladies.
Yes, that was the incident again, and to me, I believe that the call from the referee wasn't right at all, and sometimes they had it wrong, but at least they should also watch it.
Faith Ladies, Zinatu wins possession for Army Ladies. Patience Ache finds Nabikan. Back to Nabikan. Nabikan still in possession of the ball. She delivers into the penalty area. And there is a miscommunication there. And as such, it's a corner kick advantage for Army Ladies. That was the earlier miscommunication between Annabelle Bansa as well as Portia Nana Prempe. Adama Al Hassan behind the ball. I nearly said Adama Traore of Barcelona. Adama Al Hassan, who has been the set piece taker of Army Ladies with quite some good deliveries in the first half as well as the second half for Army Ladies. Nancy Opoku being treated. Nana Prempe being spoken to by her coach Reginald Asante, and Zinatu as well as Adama Al Hassan plugged in there to get the third goal for their side with a short corner kick taking Zinatu Al Hassan. Adama Traore, and she nearly had the third goal for Army Ladies.
Esther, I think the skipper of the side wasn't really focused. She wasn't looking. And that she could have gotten herself a goal because look at where she was standing and where the ball passed.
86 minutes of action here at the McDan Park, round of 32 of the Women's FA Cup, which is live on Max TV. A clash between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies, which is live. A live broadcast, Nabikan with the opportunity, but she has been flagged offside. Faith Ladies had so much of the ball, the possession in the first half, but they couldn't capitalize on it in order to even get a goal. And their inability to get a goal has indeed confirmed what is usually said, that it's not the possession that you get that matters, it's what you do with the ball that matters. Zinatu Al Hassan once again with an opportunity. She delivers to Nabikan with a very lovely control, takes her time, but her final delivery was quite a poor one. And as such, it's a goal kick advantage for Faith Ladies.
Esther is a player that is used to scoring, and I can understand why she's just shooting the ball from any angle at all that she gets. She's used to scoring, and so once she hasn't scored in the league and then the FA Cup, yes, she's trying a possible best that she gets a goal at least for a side.
Opportunity here for Faith Ladies, but she has been flagged offside. It was Nana Ama Prempe with that opportunity, but the whistle had already gone. So as such, it's a goal kick advantage for Army Ladies. Substitution once again being effected as Army Ladies are replacing Nancy Opoku with Sandra Adams. Nancy Opoku had the second goal for Army Ladies. She has been substituted, and interestingly, all the 2 goal scorers have been substituted.
Sure, it tells you that the coaches trust in their bench so much. So if you are leading by 2 goals to 0 and you are still throwing strikers into the game, you have only about a minute to go. Then it means that he trusts in the strikers that he has on the bench as well.
Esther Asamoah with a very lovely delivery, but her effort has been grabbed by Mary Sosu, the goalkeeper of Army Ladies. "90 minutes of play already here at the McDan Park, and it is 4 minutes of additional time here. 4 minutes for Faith Ladies to salvage their dying situation and their elimination in this competition. Mary Sosu has indeed done so much to ensure that she maintains a clean sheet, and as well as keep Faith Ladies at arm's length. Zinatu Al-Hassan, Na Lamioko could not control the ball back to Matilda Bless. Na Lamioko lying on the pitch, but play continues here. Na Lamioko is still lying on the pitch. This was where she ended up picking a knock when she clashed with goalkeeper Annabelle Bansa of Faith Ladies. We've already played 2 minutes of the 4 minutes of additional time, and it's Army Ladies who are still in a comfortable lead here at the McDan Park.
And it's one of their players on the turf. What do you expect? At least they are leading by 2 goals to 0. Time is almost up. Even if she is strong, she will definitely try to go down and waste a little bit of time, and that is what we are seeing now. But truthfully, the goalkeeper really touched the lady. That is how come she went down in pains. And so that was the incident that happened before we saw that the player was lying on the turf and she was being attended to by the paramedics.
The team and fans of Army Ladies cheering them on to victory, knowing perfectly well that their side have already executed the job to perfection. And with less than 2 minutes to go, they would already qualify to the next round of the competition. Their joy, of course, have no bounds. Both sides came into this game as debutants in the Women's Premier League. And once again, Matilda Bless has been flagged offside. Grace Afari, one of the instrumental defensive midfielders of Army Ladies, who has been very clinical and prolific on the day without delivery. It is Esther Asamoah, but Lillian Goli's efforts could not find Jacqueline Osei, who manages to get the ball as she twists and turns and delivers into the penalty area, finds Esther. Found Jennifer Kankamiabua, whose final touch was not the best.
Esther, Lillian Goli has been awarded the MVP of this particular match. Yes, you can't doubt it. Goalkeeper like Mary Susu has done so well, but then again, you realize that the skipper for Faith Ladies has been everywhere. In as much as she's playing as the central defender, she's just been everywhere. And so I think she also deserves to be named or awarded the MVP of this particular match.
Faith Ladies with opportunity for the last kick of the game, as Lillian Goli is behind the ball for them. But it has been cleared by Nabikan. A throw for Faith Ladies. Faith Ladies with the last opportunity through the corner kick, but it has been grabbed calmly by Mary Sosu. Referee Joyce finally blows her whistle, another to end proceedings here at the McDon Park. Round of 32 of the Women's FA Cup, which was live on Max TV, a clash between Faith Ladies as well as Army Ladies. A clash that has seen Army Ladies progressing to the next round of the competition following the 2 goals that they scored against Faith Ladies, goals that were scored by Zainab as well as Nancy Opoku. Goals that were the decider goals that has taken Army Ladies to the next round of the competition.